Hello everyone and welcome back to Chill Out Time. This is your host Luma, here joined with co-host, owner of the channel, Dingaling456. How are we doing on this fine evening?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing really good. Today's been
I'm
a great day.
excited. We've just decided to film this, so I'm very excited.
This is very spontaneous right now. We
I'm in my prime zone to just talk about deep questions. So
yeah. Yeah, you are in your yeah, that's true. We
I
have
was going to mention it, but I'm consuming some broccoli right now.
yes, he is.
Can't mention the first 30 seconds. YouTube won't like that. But if you're if you're down with the lingo, I'm having some broccoli right now.
Yeah, if you're down with if you're in the know, if you're in the
If
know,
you're in
you
the
know.
know,
You're in the know, you know. So we have one question, but it's quite a long one. And well, yeah, let's. You want me to just read it off
hit
now?
me.
All right. Hi, Dingsters. It's almost like it's plural. It's almost like they knew that it was gonna be the two of us, eh? I see
I don't
you're.
like that I've just been called a dinkster, so I might have a biased opinion when I answer this now.
Yeah. You get used to it. You get used to being called names on this one. I see you're a really passionate person and know what you want to do in your life. I'm the kind of opposite of that. I've spent almost a decade finding hobbies or anything that I like doing, and none of it worked. And even if I'm decent at something, I don't have passion for it. I think a lot about if I need a career slash job, at least I want to like doing it. But I've been worrying since I was 11, which is too young. I'm still a teenager and always go with the flow person rather than planning. The teenage years will end before you know it, and I can't always wait. That was a long rant, but what do you think I should do as someone who doesn't have any passion and anything to do well in life?
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
I started dissecting that in my brain. I started dissecting it all in my brain. It's very interesting. I think this is a good question for the both of us to answer because I'm obviously older, not far older, but I'm quite a bit older than you are.
Yeah.
So there's kind of two different points of the timeline of like a teenage boy's kind of ideology behind this question.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first or?
You go first, and I'll try to build off of you.
I liked. Could you repeat the part where they said that they had multiple hobbies but nothing worked? Was that the correct wording? Did I get that right? Is that how that was
Um,
worded?
it was spent almost a decade finding a hobbies or anything that I like doing, and none of it worked. Even if I'm decent at something, I
None of
don't
it
have passion,
worked.
and I
Sorry,
don't
none
have
of it. Oh
passion
god,
for it.
god, god.
Sorry.
I'm just right. None of it worked is implying that you've already tried to build this off into a career path and it hasn't worked out. But by the fact that at the end of the question you also state that the teenage years will wind down, I'm assuming that you must be 16 to 18, somewhere between that ballpark. You know, you've got quite a few left. You're saying that they're going to wind down. By saying that nothing has already worked is saying that you've completely binned that off as an idea that could come back around in a few years and become the thing that you want to do. As you know, from personal experience, I stopped doing YouTube for a year and thought I'd never return, and now I'm back and I'm enjoying it more than I have ever enjoyed making videos ever before. I
Yeah.
think you might think, because I thought, oh, fuck it, YouTube's not going to work. Like, I didn't have my big break for anything other than, a TikTok account with some brain rot content on it. But then, things do come back to you and new things will show up. I never thought that I'd get fully involved with music and, here we are.
Here we are. Now you're doing both.
So I think, you know, I wouldn't stress about, oh, nothing's worked out. I've tried so many of my hobbies to try and monetize them and create them into a career, but I don't think it's something you should worry about because things will come back round.
Yeah. They always
By
do.
the sounds of it in the question, you're a young person. Things will always come back round. You'll always find different things. Different people will come into your life with different hobbies, and you might get involved with different things. Different people might come into your life and have different hobbies, and you get involved in a different aspect of their hobby. A lot of things can happen. There's a lot of factors to, what can kind of lenient towards what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing is, with like me mentioning that I'm a really passionate person and that I want to know what I want to do already, is I want people to know that that's very rare.
It's a very rare case.
It's
It's a
very
very,
rare.
very rare case. I mean, I'm 19 and I genuinely wake up each morning and I don't know what I want to do. I wouldn't stress about it because I even, I've stressed about it before. I literally have been this exact person leaving this question before. You shouldn't have to stress about it. I realized I was like, I'm 19. Your career won't even start until you're like 25 at the very least. 22 if you're lucky. You have got plenty and plenty of time to figure out what you truly want to do. And even then, you can be halfway through that career and have built enough money to be able to start something else.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's always
Everything's gonna be fine.
everything. Yeah, especially in that realm, it always, if you're, you know, if you're on your feet a bit more, you can kind of improvise on your way, but it will work out.
Exactly. Everything you'll figure out what you want to do in your own time.
Yeah.
Don't try and force anything. Forcing hobbies is a bad thing.
Oh yeah, don't force.
Don't
Obviously.
try and grow into communities that you don't actually enjoy.
Yeah.
Grow into the ones that even I was an MCYT kid. It was the shit that I enjoyed, but because of it, I'm now sat in this call answering this question.
Yeah.
There's a
It,
domino
like,
effect through that. Like, get into the shit that you don't feel proud about saying that you're involved with.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
Because that can always build off into, it can always snowball, like you said. It always snowballs. Like,
Exactly.
I
It all
first
builds up to something.
I first wanted to do, when I was like 6 or 7, I started like getting into YouTubers like Stampy, DanTDM, Markiplier, all those, you know, that kind of let's play culture, right? And now obviously anyone my age, I like all of my friends when I was growing up, it's like, oh yeah, I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up. That's my
Yeah,
dream.
it's the
Every
dream
of them.
job
It's the dream for
for
thousands
Gen
of
Z.
people.
Yeah,
For Gen
anyone
Z,
in Gen Z, the dream job is to be a YouTuber.
yeah, exactly. Or I guess more like moderny, it would be like just content creator in general, streamer, YouTuber, whatever, right?
Yeah, just an internet personality.
Yeah, exactly. Internet personality. That's how I would say it. But the thing is like that doesn't always. Obviously, not everyone can do that, right? It's led me to this point where I'm asking this question. But it's like the chances of this working out as like a career for me are so slim, and I'm not even sure if I would want to do this forever or as a career forever. Like it all, it like I wanted to do let's play stuff. I'm here
Yeah,
now.
and you're
This
making
I'm
funny
making
moments
I'm making
videos. You're
funny
making
moments. I'm making
yeah
this. I'm making so
a
much
lot of
other stuff.
projects. There's a
A
lot of stuff
lot,
going on.
a lot of stuff
I,
going
I I
on.
will say, out of our group, you've definitely got probably the biggest internet presence out of all of us because I'm only now on YouTube and Twitter. Gum's only on Twitter and YouTube. But you're on Twitch. You've got like 3 different channels. And I
Hell
think
yeah.
that's also something to take into account. You can do loads of different things in the same kind of hobby. There's lots of different sub-genres you can dive yourself into and see what you kind of really enjoy. Find your niche.
Exactly. Especially on the internet. Especially on the internet.
Oh
There's
yeah, on the internet
so
there's
many.
hundreds of little fucking crevices you can crawl your way into.
Yeah, exactly.
I think as well something else that I want to mention is going back to the whole, this person. I'm just going to assume that they are young because the way that they've worded this question. Um, you need. It's a very big thing. If you really want to turn, I've realised this, and I actually fucking. You're gonna hate that. I'm gonna break the fourth wall here. I actually heard this from a weekly slap video, and I just think it's genuinely such a good piece of information. You need discipline to be able to keep yourself motivated to do the things you enjoy.
Yeah.
So I think this person going as well to kind of link it with money is use the money that you're making, go get a job, and use the money that you're making from the job to push your hobbies further, to
Yeah.
push your hobbies to the professional standard, so that you can turn it into a career and you can start monetizing and making money off of that, and actually, start working on your career.
Yeah.
And also the job, you're going to hate it. It's going to be something that you have to get up and go to every day. But at the end of the day, you then get to come home to work on the things you enjoy. It's the discipline. The discipline keeps you going.
Keeps you grounded.
Exactly.
It
It
keeps
also,
you
I also just think it makes you a way funnier person. It builds your character so much having an awful job that you have to go work.
It does. It really does. It really does. Having any I wouldn't say having any bad experience would, but having a lot of tedious experiences to kind of help
Having to
you.
do just little chores,
Oh my god. Yeah.
it makes you want to go home and actually spend your time doing the things you want to do.
I would almost say it
And I
makes you more
understand,
energetic.
it makes you so much more like charismatic about the things that you want to pursue.
Yeah.
You're a lot more exaggerated about them.
Yeah, because then you realize that your time doing it is way more valuable.
Exactly. And you can spend it more. You can spend it,
It's a
on a
quality
higher
over
level.
quantity thing, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. You
That's
haven't got as much time, so the time that you have got, you can produce some quality content, which obviously is going to help you grow,
yeah.
especially with the way that YouTube is nowadays.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of our 2 cents on the matter. Do you have anything else you want to add, or?
No, I don't think I do. I do just think it's it's easier said than done, but it's a
Yeah.
really, kick it in the back seat and keep going.
So yeah, I agree. That's it's gonna be difficult, obviously, as everything is in life, but it should work out if you just kind of stick to what we kind of said a bit more. I'm not saying that we're magic and we know what we're talking about 24/7,
Oh
but
no, well we both have absolutely no fucking evidence that we know what we're talking about, but
God no. But
I think we've got some good input. I think we've got some good opinions.
yeah, I do too. So we'll end it there. The Google Forms always in the description, as long as my other stuff and Luma, and yeah, that's pretty much it.